Do I need a warm? No. Do I want a warm? Heck yeah. Hey everyone, I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie. Welcome to my channel. So you all have already purchased this, have seen a million videos on how to create a beautiful eye look. Well, I'm always late to the train, so this gorgeous palette from Natasha Denona called I Need a Warm. Yes, it is right up my alley, and I'm going to be trying it out for the first time. There we are, up close and personal. All right, let's see if zooming on in you can see the palette much better. I don't even know what to start with. There's so many gorgeous colors. The lightest matte shade is called Mellow, which is right there. So I'm going to use that in the crease as a transition shade. And it's a little darker than I normally would use just as a crease transition shade. It's not too dark. I'm just saying, well, in the pan it looked darker than it is. Okay, that is a beautiful kind of peachy, soft orange, which on camera and my bright lights probably you won't be able to notice, but yes. It's interesting how some shades in the pan look really light and then they're darker on your eyes, and vice versa. Sometimes the dark shades, you put them on your eyes and they aren't that dark. Okay, so that is a beautiful kind of soft tangerine peachy shade. I'm gonna take the same shade on the brush and get a little underneath my lower lash line, and then figure out which shade to use next. All right, I'm gonna lazy girl style it and take the same brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade called Fervor. It's right there. It is a kind of similar shade, but a little more intense. I don't know, I guess like a rust shade. I'm just going to get that on the outer corner there and softly blend it in with that transition shade. Ooh, that is a beautiful color story for fall. It's reminding me of all the leaves that are turning. Let me know if you live someplace where you can see the beautiful leaves turning. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so we have plenty of beautiful trees. I know those on the East Coast get beautiful tree foliage changing color as well. Those in the South, I really don't know. Can't speak to that. All right, I'm going to take same color, same brush, pinch it, and get that shade more so on the outer third of my lower lash line. Kind of blend it on in with what I just put on. That is beautiful, and I went way out too far. I'll fix it at the end because I'm probably going to do more damage. All right, what shade next? Okay, I'm just going to go with this shade here because it's a brown, but it's a little more warm toned. And I'm going to switch brushes. This is a more dense brush, and I'm just going to kind of tap it almost as if I were going to do a, with my eyeliner. Just get this right there. And Natasha, it's not showing up as well as the other shades. So maybe it's the brush's problem. Let me press down a little harder. There we go. All right, that is a beautiful shade. Don't know if it's the dense brush or what. I'm having to press a little harder than normal to get that on there. All right, and I just messed up. This goes up and this goes out. All right, let's... Oh, no. I pressed really hard. Okay. If you haven't figured it out by now, I am not an MUA, but because of that, I make mistakes quite often, and so I've learned little tips and tricks on how to fix stuff. So I just grabbed a big fluffy brush that had zero color on it, and I'm just really blending everything out. And now the trick is to make the same mistake on the other eye so that it's like the same issue, and then go in and fix it. And then if I wasn't filming, and didn't tell you that and you saw the final product, you wouldn't even know. So don't worry if you ever make a mistake. First reaction is take it off and start over, and I honestly just had that same reaction. But no, I'm just gonna blend it away and not have so much of a good transition as I originally had. I'm now gonna take the lightest shimmer shade and get a little of that on my brow bone, and hopefully more disaster will not ensue. It's always interesting when you use a palette for the first time, understanding, you know, what shades work best and the formulas and all of that good stuff. Plus, you know, sometimes skill level comes into play, but I promise that by the end, fingers crossed, everything will look pretty good. All right, now for the shimmer shades, which one? I think, let's start with this one called, I think it says Pash. It's right there. It's kind of a orangey shade, gold. And let's get that kind of on the outer third, like right there. And then on the inner corner, I'll pick a lighter shade. All right, how are we doing there? Let's now try it with a brush. I'm going to spritz the brush, and I already dipped into the shade there, and let's see if I can remember what side of the brush I put the product on. There we go. Okay, yes, that is helping out immensely. Let's rinse and repeat and then figure out what shade will go in the inner corner. All right, let's take Fancy, which is the second lightest shimmer shade, directly on a brush here, and get it right in here. Oh yes, and then I'm gonna need to spritz you. Okay, let's drag it and blend it. I think I may need to come back out and deepen up the outer corner a wee bit, but one thing at a time. I'm gonna also take that and bring it down a little in the inner corner. Ooh, very pretty. Let's blend and take a different brush. Do not recommend a dense brush like I used. And we're just gonna come out here, tap, 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 and then grab that big fluffy unused brush and just do a little blending. And then we'll call it a day. All right, I'm going to pop off camera, touch up my mascara, apply eyeliner, come back with this crazy hair clip out of my hair so we can see the final look. All right, I'm back. Hair down, eyeliner on. To me, eyeliner completes a look. What do you think? Yes, I know. Not the best application, but what do you think of the color story in this palette? Let me share it again. And here is the final eye look. Don't look too close. Off camera, I was staring at myself in my mirror, and I did a little more blending. Plus, I cleaned up as I said I would. Yes, I'm very happy. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadow. I love the formulas. I love the packaging. Is she a little pricey? Depends on what you consider pricey. This is a $69 palette. However, you get 15 pans, and the formula is just beautiful, and all the colors go together. I would say if you normally don't splurge, treat yourself. You don't need to buy as many palettes as I buy, and a lot of that has to do with because I have a YouTube channel. But if you've been eyeing something and it's your birthday or whatever holiday you celebrate, ask your loved one to gift it to you or just treat yourself. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click the bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.